Ah, child, how I've missed you.
Oh, it's good to see you. Though, I confess I did not recognize you at first. You have cut your beard, and your hair is longer.
That last is not by design. I'm so busy these days with my commissions that I scarce have time to stop for a meal, let alone sit still long enough for the barber to shear me. I was hard pressed to recognize you as well. Your clothes and your hair, they are...
Pray, father, do not tell me I have changed so much since you last saw me. Despite my apprentice tunic, I'm still your well-loved son, Dino.
Ah, yes, that you are, my well-loved son. So tell me, uh, Dino, are you well?
Quite well now, but how can this be that you are here in Milan? Surely you're not a craftsman that the master has said is to join him?
He is indeed. You do not know how pleased I was to discover that the man whose genius in wood I admired was also the sire of a favorite young apprentice. I noted right away that our Signor Angelo had the same family name as you. That was when I recalled you had once told me that your father was an accomplished cabinet maker from the same part of the province. And as there was some familiar resemblance, it was easy to deduce that the two of you were related by blood. When I first put the question to Signor Angelo, however, he was reluctant to admit any such connection. Perhaps he feared that your work might be reflected poorly upon his name. But once I explained that young Dino was one of my more promising students, he was more than willing to claim you, and he agreed to allow me to make his arrival a fine surprise for you. Please, Signor Leonardo. Please, Signor Leonardo. My reluctance came from a fear lest some favoritism be shown. I have never doubted young that is, Dino's talent with the brush. A talented family indeed. But let us be off to my workshop. You shall share my quarters for the duration of your stay, Signor Angelo, if that is acceptable to you. I am honored, Signor Leonardo.
Oh, okay. Let's go.
Giorgio has taken on most of the daily tasks for our workshop, and he's bringing in work of his own. As for Carlo, he has found himself a young woman and will be married this summer.
Carlo is taking a wife? I must admit that I'm surprised, for he was always one to duck his head and mumble whenever a likely young woman looked his way. You must tell him how happy I am for him.
Ah, but you will be able to do that yourself. For I am certain we can spare you from the workshop for a few days to attend that happy occasion.
Oh, that's very good of you, master. Tin, 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 tin. Let's go.
Do not worry. I have a pallet made up in my private workshop where I can sleep in equal comfort. Since you had a bit of a journey this morning, Signor Angelo, perhaps you and Dino would care to stop by the kitchen. An excellent plan, Signore. As you say, we have much news to share. Afterward, bring your father back to the main workshop. We will let him make his acquaintance with our other apprentices, and then I shall show him what has brought him here to Milan. An impressive fortress. It appears secure against any intruders, and yet the design is pleasing to the eye. The red stone and the white symbolizes both strength and vision, and the towers rise with grace despite their great size.
I think it's the finest palace in all the world.
Ah, and how many palaces have you seen in your time, my child?
Oops.
Well,
And how does mother fare?
quite well. Her health is good, her beauty is undiminished, and her tongue is starred as ever.
And does she ever speak of me?
I fear she has not forgiven you for leaving as you did, in the dark of the night, and with no word but a terse note. And, of course, she suspects that I have some idea of your whereabouts. Though she is angered at the notion that I know something that she does not, I think it also brings her some comfort to know that you are alive and presumably well.
Well, what was said to Signor Niccolo when he came to make his offer of marriage? Well, at least that could explain my short hair. I wonder if she will ever forgive me for disappointing her so.
It is hard to say, my child. Your mother is a woman of stern mind, and she is not prone to changing it. You will need to give her more time, I fear.
Well, I'm so happy that you're here in Milan with me. I always invite Giorgio and Carlo for being able to spend their days with you. If you can but convince the master that I could make you a fine assistant, perhaps we can work together just as you and my brothers do.
Do not worry, my child. I have already informed your master that a condition of my employment is having you at my side. I know that Signor Angelo must be growing impatient with us. We must return to the workshop and continue our conversations later. Besides, I'm anxious to see where you live and work. Your master has what, 2 or 3 other apprentices besides you?
There are almost 20 of us, Father. I have made many friends. There is Constantine, our senior apprentice, and Paolo, and David, and Tommaso.
You share quarters with that many young men? I had no idea. Surely that is highly improper. No matter that they think you a boy, I cannot allow that. I shall speak to your master and...
Father, please! I swear to you, Father, there is nothing unseemly in this arrangement. We each have our own cot, tucked away into an alcove, so it is like being in our own chamber. And I have always been careful to preserve my modesty, and theirs as well. No one has ever questioned whether or not I'm a boy. But if you say anything to the master, suggest any change to him, he may have cause to suspect the truth about me.
Well, Delphina, or I suppose I must get used to calling you Dino. No matter, I shall reserve my judgment for a time. If I can assure myself that your fellows do indeed treat you as a boy, I will rest easier allowing your masquerade to continue a bit longer.
Then, let us go and meet them. The master will be looking for us there anyhow.
Ah, Master Angelo. Let me introduce my assistants to you. If you will recall, draftsman, I gave you a holiday today. A few more hours yet remain, so again, I task you with spending them in some enjoyable manner until it is time for the evening meal. And now, it is time for me to reveal to you the nature of my latest invention. which requires a master cabinet maker's skilled touch. First, you must excuse my caution, but I must first make certain that we are not being observed. First, I must swear you both to secrecy. Other than Ludovicio himself, no one else has been privy to what I am about to reveal. The fate of Milan, indeed of the entire world, might rest with this invention, and so I must have your vows that you will not speak of what I'm about to show you with anyone other than ourselves.
Very well, Signor Leonardo. You have my word as well. I swear I shall reveal nothing of this matter to anyone else.
Then I should hold you in suspense no longer. But prepare yourselves, for I am about to show you the future.